I think I genuinely may have found the worst place on the internet. I'm not joking. r/seduction is a subreddit of some of the most desperate men in the world trading the worst advice ever on how to pick up women. There are a lot of people on this subreddit who claim to be absolute shaggers. For example, free texting techniques that consistently get me laid from Tinder. Of course they do. I sat with 40 women last year from real life approaches. Here are 7 lessons I learned. Basically, this is LinkedIn for sex pests. But look, as a verified shagger myself, the ladies love my void. Look at that. Look at that. What woman could resist a man who lives like this? By the way, right, stop telling me off for not decorating, all right? I'm waiting for someone to install flooring. I can't put a load of furniture in here without installing flooring. I don't know if you can hear this. One sec. I've broken in the room today, but like, if it's like the first time in the room for the day, like the floor just it creaks like hell. So I need to get the floor fixed. That's going to take a few weeks, okay? But then after that, it'll be decorated, I promise. But anyway, as I mentioned, as a verified shagger myself, I can attest that the vast majority of the advice I've seen here is nothing short of absolutely dreadful. There are, of course, some exceptions. A lot of the people in the subreddit are like, yeah, if you just have like a bit of confidence and respect, you'll be fine. But they feel very few and far between. Like the top post on the subreddit for the past year is pro tip, make friends with women. Seriously, find women, even very attractive women, and genuinely approach the relationship with the idea that no matter what, you will not try to sleep with them or date them. Even if they come onto you, even if you start catching feelings, women are amazing friends. I think I actually read this post out in a recent video, and I said like, it feels very much like, dogs make great pets, women make great friends. It's a different kind of friendship than friendship with men. Do social shit with them. Talk to them about your dating challenges and dating successes. They'll tell you this is just like, yeah, you can be friends with the opposite sex without wanting to fucking hump them. Oh my I need help seducing this older woman. I'm 80 men. I'm trying to seduce a 65. What? This woman has been my neighbour for 3 or 4 years now, and I've always had some sexual attraction to her. She is single, and I've never seen her with any romantic or hookup partner. The only thing is, I'm in the process of moving out, so I've been living with my mum. So naturally, she's seen me way more in the cute son role than the sexual role. I mean, she probably sees you still very much in like the cute son role. I don't think the moment you turned 18, she was like, fucking hell. What can I do? Because I also want to keep this a secret from my mum, because that would mess up their relationship. I mean, I would think you'd want to keep this from your mum out of shame. You're trying to jump on someone's nan, brother. I was thinking of an anonymous letter pretending to be some other 18-year-old male looking for sex. What a nuts thing to receive as a 65-year-old woman through your letterbox. An anonymous letter claiming to be from an 18-year-old boy wanting to have sex with you. But I'm not sure if anyone has any advice. Don't do that. Almost anything but that. Please comment. Hopefully I'll update soon with a happy ending. More info I forgot to add. The letter I was talking about wasn't pretending to be another person, rather an anonymous person advertising free sex. How do you think the fucking world works? Who is this distinguished gentleman who has sent me an anonymous letter through my letterbox advertising free sex? Not paid sex, free sex. Fucking hell. 2, I move out in 3 months for college in Tennessee, so I'm not trying to get anything serious out of it. I mean, I'd fucking hope not. She might be dead by the time you're 30. Something like a fuck buddy is what I'm looking for, as moving from Florida to Tennessee can't sustain a relationship. What? What have I just fucking read? This is nuts. Not gonna lie, this is pretty hot. I hope it works. What? I'm sorry, my dude, but it's possible she will see you as a child. There's nothing inherently wrong here. Mate, have we read the same fucking post? There's nothing inherently wrong. Have we, what? I fucking hate everyone on this subreddit. You need an excuse to be in her house for at least an hour. Preferably DLing. What the fuck is that? Oh, doing. You just spelled it wrong because he's a fucking idiot. Preferably doing something physical and take your shit. This guy either lives in porn or like a 2000s rom-com. What? Take your shirt off and look at the parts of her you like a lot. You need to communicate your desire indirectly. The good news is she close, so you can play the long game, aka come back over and over, then you escalate, bump into her, give yourself plausible deniability. Age difference helps with that. Basically, if she doesn't protest, keep escalating till you... I don't like this subreddit. Everyone on here is fucking weird. Offering to do work for her would be by far the best chance. She probably hasn't had an offer like that for decades. We got another. I'm only like one post in. I already fucking hate making this video. I have a 30-second rule when it comes to approaching women. I go to a large church and I try to approach the women at my church. If I see a few friends talking to someone new, I like to join the conversation and ask her a question related to our conversation. What? I like to join the conversation and ask her a question related to our conversation. That's how you fucking talk. What do you mean? But that's just a very convoluted way of saying we have a conversation. What I have noticed is a lot of women will be quick to either give you the cold shoulder or they will engage in a conversation with you. What a fucking nonsense post. He didn't even say anything here. He was like, oh yeah, I like to talk to people and sometimes people want to talk to you and sometimes they don't. Yeah. So why are you doing dropping game in a church? Oh god, the comments are almost worse than the post themselves on this subreddit. I give myself 1 second. I look at her and if I bang her, I engage. There's no need to take longer than that. Data. Everyone in here is such a fucking loser. I can't bear it. Day 2 of no seduction videos and the results are why. What do you mean day 2 of no seduction videos? Are you addicted to watching seduction videos? Day 2 of not watching any dating or signals videos. And honestly, it's working like magic. Had 2 7 to 8 out of 10s giving me that I want to bite you kind of look when I was outside near the metro station. Of course you did, mate. I think you definitely didn't. This definitely didn't fucking happen. This guy just watches way too many seduction videos and porn. 2 attractive girls at the gym kept watching what I was doing and who I was doing. The people on this subreddit are like genuine social idiots. Like, I'm pretty bad in a lot of social situations. I feel as though I'm just a bit of an awkward guy. Reading posts like these make me feel so much better about myself. Holy shit. 2 attractive girls at the gym kept watching what I was doing and who I was talking to. One of them even came to do pull-ups right after I went there, even though she usually sticks to leg workouts. I mean, I'm not sure that's a sign. I think she just wanted to do pull-ups. Amazing day. Staying focused, confident, and real does more than any usual advice. You're not living in the real world, mate. I'm sorry, you're not. Okay, great comment. Did you talk to any of these women or are you just delusion posting? I love that. That is just this whole subreddit. This whole subreddit is just delusion posting. They just get worse. I've had that reaction to every single post I've read on here so far. Planning to quit my job to meet girls at hostels. What do you mean you're planning to quit your job to meet girls at hostels? That's not a job. What do you fucking mean? TLDR, what do you think about quitting your job to travel with the goal of meeting girls at hostels? I think taking a break from your job to go traveling is I mean, it depends on what the situation you're in, but I think that's a good idea sometimes. But to go with the goal of just dropping game at hostels, fucking hell. I'm at 27. I expected this idea to come from the delusional brain of a 16-year-old boy. Not a fucking... This person's the same age as me. I, 27M, just returned from a trip where I had my first proper hostel experience. I've stayed in hostels before, but this was the first time where I did so while not being on a group trip with friends. I was only at the hostel for 4 nights, but I met and interacted with more attractive girls than I did in the last 4 years. I also hooked up with someone. Woo! Did you get a little kiss? Did you get a little kiss? That's nice. While she wasn't necessarily one of the girls I was really drawn to, I still enjoyed it. FYI, she's the 14th person I've slept with. You just... For your knowledge, she was the 14th person I slept with. I've slept with loads of people. I'm now back home and feel depressed since I finished my degree. I haven't had a way to meet girls besides old. What does old mean? Mate, I don't know. I can't even find it on Google. What the fuck does old mean? OLD. Online dating. Oh, I cracked that one myself. Online dating. Can't you just say online dating? It's not that long. In the last 2 years, my results from online dating has gotten worse. I haven't been able to meet anyone I'm deeply attracted to, and I've had poor success with the ones I did meet. Last year, I went on dates with 9 different girls and only pulled 1. Before this trip, not having a way to naturally meet and interact with girls I'm genuinely attracted to made me feel hopeless. Now that hopelessness has turned into an urge to drop everything so that I can return to a hostel, mate. I mean... It's just the idea. That's just such a miserable existence. Living it like... I mean, I've stayed in hostels before. Not nice. mean, not a preferable way to be living. Staying in a sweaty hostel, sharing a room with like 8 people. Crazy, no. I wish I knew sooner how natural and effortless it can be to meet someone. I like my job. I generally find what I do engaging, and I have a good group of work friends. It's a very technical role, and I still have a lot to learn. However, I'm willing to leave if it will improve my dating life. No, are you stupid? Oh, I can't. People on this subreddit might actually be the most stupid people on earth. It's not even like he doesn't like his job. If he was just like working in Tesco or something, he's like, oh, I don't like this job. Yeah, fair enough. Maybe go stay in a hostel for a bit. I don't know. But like, he's like, yeah, you know, I've actually got like a really good job. Should I just quit it and live in a hostel for a year and try and shag every single woman that walks through the door? To be fair, all the comments are like, you're an idiot, don't do this. So, I mean, me and the majority of the boys on r/seduction are on the same page with this one, and that is that this guy is an idiot. Flirting with my doctor, don't flirt. Today I had a blood test as part of my regular checkups. I usually go to the same doctor as they usually are good at getting the blood in one go, and I hate it when they cock it up and I have to go in more than once. Today though, I had a different doctor, and if I'm being honest, I immediately fancied her. I was getting vibes from her, but she could just be being friendly. We are a similar age. I'm 24 and I really want to stick it on her. I resisted the urge to follow her on social media to prevent coming across weird. So my question is it somewhat acceptable to flirt with her? And if so, what advice would you give to do so subtly but effectively without coming across as a creep? Don't try and drop game on your doctor. Oh, we have a bit of a theory on this subreddit now. I think I finally understand why a lot of men can't get laid. What could be the answer to this question? So back in the day, there was no DNA test, no condoms, no birth control, and nothing. Meaning if a woman sleeps around a lot, she will have children, and we won't know who the fathers are. Compare this with a man who sleeps around with women that only slept with him. We know exactly who the fathers are. As a result, it became acceptable for a man to be sexually active, but not for a woman, and thus slut shaming was born. What? Well, I mean, this is a very long post, but I feel as though he's kind of made his point in the first, like, 3 paragraphs. What are you talking about? What, you can't get laid because... none of this doesn't make any fucking sense. Did you really just... Okay, it's very long. I'm not going to read this because it's just absolute bollocks. Did you really just type that bullshit and take the time to think of that? If a man has game or can talk shit, he will get laid. My brother is a short, fat, ugly guy and has slept with some of the hottest women. It's not that deep. Talk to a woman and don't be... But I mean, he's kind of spitting facts here. Lay milestone. 100 women. Congratulations. Congratulations. I began writing this text a few days before I slept with girl 100, pondering what I would say. Why is he writing this as if it's like an Oscar acceptance speech? It's been an interesting journey from losing my virginity 8 years ago when I was 22 to where I am now. Here are the stats. Across 35... He's broken them down into race! Across 35 nationalities, white 33, East Asian 24, Latino 21, South Asian 12, North African 2, mixed 8. Never paid for sex, but I paid for everything else. Drinks, dinners, taxis, hotels, vacations, etc. You pay either way is a common phrase I hear. But what's important to know is that any one of these women could have rejected me at any point of the encounter. Or that's good to hear, I guess. All right, well, I mean, look how big this part... I don't need to read the rest of this. It's just like this fucking... He's written a short story about sleeping with 100 women. Fucking hell. Been thinking about moving to Thailand and making one-night stands part of my daily routine. I'm numb to all the posts on this subreddit at this point. Like, for the first 5, I was wincing at every single one. This is normal to me now. My brain is rotted after being on this subreddit for like 20 minutes. What's up, guys? So after a month-long trip with my buddies in Thailand, I had this crazy idea. Quitting my job and moving to Thailand for a few months just to build a routine, working out, reading books, eating well, and fuck like a horny rabbit. Right. I feel confident doing all of them, except the last one. For context, I'm 22, 6'4", and a thankfully decent-looking guy. The problem is that I feel weird approaching women on the street or even at parties. It always feels forced and awkward. Even when I'm just being nice and friendly, I can't shake the feeling that I'm basically saying, hey, I'm trying to fuck and you look good enough for me. Am I good enough for you to consider fucking? And no matter how my body language or riz is, that's still the truth of what I mean, and I feel like it's too transparent. The crazy part is, I know some girls that would give me that vibe of, sure, I'd love the attention and sex could be on the table, but I still wish I could find a way to actively get one-night stands without being in that needy, desperate, weirdo position. Okay, right, this post wasn't really that interesting. It's just the headline. Been thinking about moving to Thailand, making one-night stands part of my daily routine. That is just a one-way ticket to absolute misery. I got my gym membership suspended and banned from the shopping mall for cold approaching women IRL. Just try offline, bro. Online is not real life, is huge cope. Online is real life. How do you get banned from you got banned from a shopping centre for going up to too many women and being too much of a creep? Bro, you are a fucking Avengers level threat. What do you mean you got banned from a shopping mall? Like, your game is so shit. You got your gym membership suspended and banned from a mall. So a few days ago, a popular movie came into the cinemas. At that time, on weekends, evenings, I used to sit outside a cafe near the entrance of a cinema hall. And from the rise of cold approaching I saw on Instagram, I decided maybe I should try cold approaching in real life. So I made a strategy and told my only offline friend about your only offline friend. You only have one friend outside of online. And he said he wouldn't support me in this. Anyways, I was brave and very confident, so I decided to be a lone wolf in my journey. When you exit a cinema hall, the gate is different, and the cinema hall I chose was on the upper floor of a shopping mall. So I was pretending like I was buying something or just a curious guy. I went up to a random woman and tried my best to decide on an opener. I asked if they were watching a movie and how they liked it, and then I tried to ask open-ended questions about them. But this works at most with like 5% of the women. The others thought I was a scammer. Okay, let's skip ahead a little bit because he's just fucking waffling. In total, I did this for 2 weeks. Then one day, a guy came who was maybe the brother of a girl I was trying to talk to, and he said I wasn't doing good. Then a watchman came and told me the store owner said I was making customers uncomfortable. Yeah, because you've been stood outside his shop for 2 weeks trying to pick up women. He came and asked me what I was doing there and what I needed. He got aggressive and told me he would call security if I didn't leave immediately, so I saved my ass and left. The watchman was with me and told me that the girl's brother complained about me, saying I was making girls uncomfortable. The security told me that if they ever see me here again, they won't ask me politely. And then the gym one was before this. Fucking hell. So you've done this before and you thought, oh, you know what? It was just the location that was wrong, not me. I used to see this girl daily in the gym, so I went up to her with confidence and asked her what she does and gave a general intro, to which she responded to, so I thought she was interested. The next day, I asked her if she had a boyfriend and if she lives alone. She answered me, but later the gym owner came up to me and said I was harassing the girl and that I need to change my... Yeah, I mean, I don't think they would have just said that if you were just talking to her. Like, I feel as though she probably reported you because you're probably an absolute freak. I need help to flirt with my supervisor. There's a supervisor at my job who I'm interested in. She's pretty and I want to seduce her, but I don't want to mess things up. What advice would you give me to definitely seduce her? Don't. That's my advice. Don't. How to hit on girls and get laid on a night out this Valentine's Day. 23M virgin. Right. Oh, so you're like, oh, I've been a virgin for 23 years. Well, nothing wrong with it, by the way. Nothing wrong with that. But it's just like, yeah, I'm going to go out this Valentine's Day and get laid. I think the reason you're probably a virgin at 23 is because you're going out with like the sole intention in your mind to get laid. And you're just coming across as like an absolute fucking weirdo because your intentions are very transparent. So this Valentine's Day is going to be on a Saturday night and everyone is understandably going crazy about it, saying it's the perfect time to get some play since everyone will be single. What? I mean, yeah, maybe everyone going to a club on Valentine's night will be. That's actually maybe good thinking. I wouldn't say people are going crazy about it. I didn't even know it was on Saturday. Been thinking this is the best chance I have in getting laid in a long time. Question is, how do I go about getting laid that night? It's just these people, just their intentions are clearly like too transparent and people can see through this shit like very easily. The Wolf of Wall Street taught me more about dating than any coach. I'm not going to read this. I'll just leave it at the at the header for that. The Wolf of Wall Street taught me more about dating than any coach. Fantastic stuff. I feel like day gaming is not even worth it. Field reports. Today, I went to the mall and a nearby university campus and ran some day game. Everyone's just talking about you, bro. Like, you're standing outside a university all afternoon, just dropping game on people. They're talking about it. They're like, do you see that fucking weirdo out there trying to get laid? For reference, I'm 21 years old. I'm in shape, have good style, and a good smile. I speak confidently and have good body language when flirting. I walked around from 10 a.m. to 12:30. You just plodded about for that long trying to talk to women. Then when I had lunch, the day game more from 1 to 4 p.m. You did a fucking work day. There are a lot of girls my age at the mall and university campus. In total, I spent around 6 hours and I approached around 12 girls. I would only approach girls who were making eye contact with me and holding eye contact with me and smiling. I wasn't cold approaching girls who had earphones/headphones or weren't looking at me. 10 out of 12 girls told me I have a boyfriend, 1 gave me their number, and 1 told me I'm not interested. These were all girls who held eye contact with me/smiled at me, and they were all flirty in the conversation when I approached them. I mean, I don't think they were. I think you're just a fucking idiot and we're misreading them, because if 11 of them pied you off, I doubt they were flirting with you. How come only 1 out of 12 of these girls gave me their phone number when all the signs of interest were there? This makes me feel like I wasted 6 hours. I approached the girls who were showing me indicators of interest, and 1 out of 12 girls giving me their phone number is all I got. I choose my... What? Sorry, what? I choose my first victim. She is a disappointed dreamer. What? There's a lot to break down here. The obvious, him referring to someone as a victim, and what does a disappointed dreamer mean? We both studying in the same college and also class, but we don't have contact. She sometimes comes in class and after that immediately goes to her home. I haven't had the opportunity to connect with her, so what can I do now? I am a beginner 19 years old boy. Please suggest me something, masters. Fucking hell. Start by not calling them a victim. What the fuck is this? Don't focus on... Sorry, are you giving him advice? Don't focus on only one girl and planning around her and only her. You should have regular... This person should not speak to any other human ever. They should be locked in a fucking bunker 50 feet under the ground. They should not have contact with other humans. Oh! Thank you. High league girls. Hi, I'm going to Dubai for a week and want to bag some baddie for a friends with benefits or one night stand. It's very hard there. I like a challenge though. How can I make it? I am 23, am skinny, tall, looks around 17, pretty face. I am mostly looking for some influencer gym baddie or maybe someone a bit older, like older than 32. I will also be working there, so I don't have much time to take her on a proper date. Thanks in advance. But I just have nothing to say about that. I'm so burnt out from this. I've been recording this video for 38 minutes nearly. 38 minutes I've been recording this. I've been browsing this subreddit. Awful. Anyone to hook up tonight, M23 here, contact me. How did you expect this to go? Right, let's just leave it here. I can't fucking do this. Just please like and subscribe. I put myself through this. I've put myself through browsing r/seduction for way too long. Just like and subscribe for me, please.